song. But for now, it's time for us to dive in something like
Your Lifestyle Artist.
Yeah, our lifestyle artist is an amazing minister of God from the US of A, and definitely one of those people that is part of the Maverick City Music. But also he recently won the Male Artist of the Year K-Love Awards. And his song called Gratitude took Song of the Year for the K-Love Awards. Fan Awards that recently took center stage just a few days ago. Now we got a hold of a recording, or we actually caught up with some of the interviews that he was doing some time back, and he was talking about how he is handling fame, and specifically in a way of the ability to say no to particular things and the ability to say yes to particular things, but most important, to be brave enough to assert your decisions, whether it's a yes or a no, which I feel many of us sometimes we are shying off from the reality, and we don't have the resilience and the energy and that kind of being brave enough to say no or say yes to particular things that come our way. Let's listen in what he said, and definitely let's pick a leaf, or if not the whole tree, because it's quite a big issue in the current day and era. Brandon Lake is his name.
Has gotten smaller. You know, this is still super weird for me. There's so many things I could say. I would say it's become really, really important for me for my circle to get smaller and to spend a lot more time when I'm home and when I'm away connecting with the few people I really, really trust and I know don't want anything from me because of this. And it's not a bad thing. I know there's purity in this, but a lot of different people want a lot from me. I get a lot of requests to feature, or hey, will you come write a song for me, or will you come and feature on this record? And I think that's awesome. I'm so honored. But the more I give away, it's like the more I'm giving away, there's less for my family, and so I've had to become really intentional with my yeses. I've had to say no more than I ever have in my life to make sure that my yeses really count. And I've not done that well at first. I think I said yes to a lot that maybe. I said yes because it just sounded like a great opportunity, but not every great opportunity is a God opportunity. And so I've had to really focus in on what do I feel called to, not just what people want for me and want from me, but what is God calling me to do? Because I believe He's calling me and my family to build something. And also I could take every weekend of this year and go lead at a different church. And I don't say that in a cocky way, just the reality of the season that I'm in. But then I would be so empty. I would have no real connection. I wouldn't be a tree planted by streams of water. That's why it's really important for me. I've had to stay really connected to my local church. I'm still on staff at my church, Seacoast in Charleston. And I've had to choose fewer places to invest deeper.
That's good.
Than to spread myself thin, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Family has become even more so everything to me in this season. My family has to be my first ministry, because if that's not healthy, nothing else will be. And so we've made some really key decisions, this year, the past few years, in making sure that my family's healthy. I'm getting enough time. Really practically, it's like, how many days are we allowing myself to be away out of town? We've had to figure out where's our breaking point. And then also, like, when I'm home, what are the things that are going to revive me and make the most investment in my children? 3 little boys, and they're well, my youngest is 2 months now.
Well, that's it. He mentions of many things, critical issues that we need to think about is, sometimes you don't just have to say yes, because not every golden opportunity is actually a good opportunity. So that's a take home for me. But also, he says you have to, at all times, consider family first, because if your ministry is not impacting your family first, then somehow you are being a hypocrite to some extent, because it first has to start with your home. So any pastor out there, to any minister out there, sometimes before you can even go to those churches, visit those churches, do ministry out there, have you done enough in your home state before you go out there? Because ministry begins from home. He has an encouragement for anyone out there who feels like they are really low, who feels like things are not shifting the way they're supposed to shift. And I can assuredly tell you that we are all having such times in our life, a at least once in a while, and things are not going on well. But he has something for you that I feel like you also need to hear, because it touched me, and I want it to touch you as well.
So whatever you're going through, whatever you're walking through, you have to understand that like God can use it, wants to use it, and there might be a reason for it. You're like, there is a reason for it.
Yeah.
And I think if you continue to live open-handed and go, all right, this might not be ideal.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. It's like, this is fun. It's songwriting. Maybe you just have no idea what it's about to be.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a really dark season. Like when you give it to the Lord, he can actually use it not only to transform your life, but other people's.
Yeah, God can use it. Whatever you're going through, God can use it to not only transform you, but also transform lives of other people. Sometimes we are going through particular things or particular situations that are not really good. Things that are repulsive, things that are, loathsome, things that are, really, it's more of a tribulation and, oppression. But sometimes it's a lesson for us to learn and be shaped into braver and people with thick skins. But also sometimes it is one way for other people to really use us as testimonies and as examples to really witness and of course glorify the goodness of God. Name of the song is Gratitude, Song of the Year for the K-Love Awards, but also it has won a lot of nominations and gotten different airplays. But also it is that particular song that I want you to keenly listen to the lyrics, because it glorifies God and has a message for you and I. Good afternoon.